Welcome to ScratchStart. In this session, we are going to see the menu drop down task. What the menu drop down actually means is, if you can see the menu with an arrow mark here, when I click this button, a drop down will appear, and this we have to achieve this operation, and we should also achieve whenever we move the cursor and click anywhere in the browser other than this menu and this menu button and the drop down menu, this drop down should close. When I click, see, it is closing. So that is what we are going to do in this session. So for that, I have already created the HTML and CSS stylings, and you can see we have two main elements, the button and the list elements. This is what we are going to use mainly in this session. So let's write the DOM first, selecting the element, creating variables by using identifiers, and selecting the button, directed by document, get element by ID, and the ID is toggle button. Next, another element for the menu, selected by document, get element by ID, and the ID is menu. Next, we have to toggle this, like for the click, when we click, the menu should appear for the toggling operation. To toggle the menu, I'm selecting the button element, giving add event listener. The event is click. It executes a function, and for that function executes if logic. I'm using if logic to open and close the toggle, and if the menu's display style is block, menu's display style is block, we have to change it to none. That means we have to close it. Menu dot style dot display equal to none. What it actually means, when we click, the menu will drop down, and menu will drop down. What we here actually meaning here is, if the menu is already dropped down, when we click the toggle, it should close. That is what we are actually meaning it here. And the other condition is, we have to change it to block, the default display equal to block. And next, for the closing of the toggle, that means we can close either by clicking the menu or by clicking anywhere. See, when we see this, it is opening, and when we click anywhere, it is not closing. We can close only by clicking the same menu toggle. So we are going to add the operation, wherever we click the button, it should close. To close when clicking outside of the toggle, we should select the document, whole document, give an add event listener. The event is click. Inside that, give a function with event listener, and inside that event listener function, add an if logic. That means if the button is not the target, the button does not contain e dot target, and another condition using the and operator, and change it to another function is, if menu contains e dot target, That means if this toggle button and this menu, profile setting, any kind of menu, if these are not the target, that means if those are not the target, anywhere on the screen could be target. If that is the case, we should close this toggle, that we should close this menu. That is what this means. We have to change the menu style to display style to none. So that's all. Now when we reload and when we click the menu drops down, and if we click the menu again, it also closes, and when we click anywhere on the screen, it closes. So we have achieved the required output. So that is it for today's session, and consider liking and subscribing if you like my work, and consider sharing too, and I will meet you guys in the next session. And very important, I forgot to say, for this menu drop down, we can use other functionality too. Instead of clicking, you can see this is not this method is also used. Another method called, there is also another method. There is a nav bar, and the nav, when we click go near the nav bar, when we move the mouse near the nav bar, if it reaches the target only by hovering, it will just drop down it with another flex display or block display. That is also another method, but we haven't done this method yet. I will do that method in other different session when I get time. Yeah, and that is it for today, and as I have said, please share, subscribe and share, and I will meet you guys in the next session. Thank you. Have a nice day.